Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm ready this time. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do some gunmetal. I'll finish up these guys in terms of the gunmetal part at least. Hopefully I sound okay. So this entire thing is supposed to be gunmetal. A little liquidy. Quite a lot liquidy actually, but it'll be alright. Alright. He is done for the gunmetal now. This guy... Oh, hold on. Yes. He is also done with the gunmetal. Hmm. There we go. Okay. Alright. They are done. Done, done, done. Oop, not the jetpack there. Let me get these guys. Ooh, huh. I need to paint on, the screen as opposed to what I'm doing. Because obviously a professional would be doing that, right? Get the light appropriately too. Uh, God, I forgot I need to redo that lights and it's hanging, barely hanging on. Looks like I still need some cleanup. This still has some of the supports. Obviously, you want to do this before you start painting your model, but I'm a professional. No, I mean, do it. Like it's kind of hard to see these models because it's very clear when I print them. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see all the supports. until you start painting them or spray painting them at the very least. That didn't print out right. That looked like they didn't print out right. So I have to print out another model to replace this guy because of that shoulder piece right there. Let's see. Come on, you can. Yeah, you can see that shoulder on the left side of the screen. That little lip, it's not printed correctly. So essentially that lip right there is bad. But it's a small detail. I don't know if I will, honestly. Guess I'm not going to pay that close attention to it anyway. Everything else looks good. I think that's the only silver out the paint. Alright, next model. Highly repetitive song. Alright. Anything else I need to paint? The left shoulder pad here. Alright. Oop. His eye. For some reason his face has a support to it. There we go. Okay, perfect. I think that's it for the silver. The blade, I tried to see if it'll. I don't know how to. A professional would know how to do this, but that blade, it doesn't look like lightning or anything, but it's good enough. All right, those are all done, I believe. Yes. Okay. Now time to get with these guys. Just double check them to make sure, and let me clean out this so it doesn't dry the paint on the brush. So I need to touch him up a little bit, but other than that, he is mostly done. I put him over here. Put another one. Looks like he is done as well. So I just need to do the eyes. Let's look at this guy. Backpack is done. That's done. So again, just the eyes. There's gonna be a lot of eye painting, eyelash, eye stuff. So I need to paint that gold. Man, he has to have to get a gun with the. Nope, I do have to paint them gold. Okay, so I don't think the infiltrators do. Those don't. So okay, the intercessors, I do have to paint the symbol on the gun gold. And there's the last one. Again, gold there. Touch up of blue there and black. Silver or the gunmetal is finished though, so alright, and the dies. Looking good. Heavy intercessors. Gold there. Other than that though, the silver is done on them. It's great. Let me put this old guy, veteran, back. Actually, let me do that with the. No, I'll leave the Tau guy there. He's been sitting there forever, hiding amongst the Space Marine. So bolt metal is done on this guy, except for the gold. Again, the gold. I definitely got to get the gold painted on these guys so they'll be fully done. Gold, and then this one actually has. Um, this one actually has that line that needs to be painted red. But other than that, bolt gun is done on this guy. Again, gold and gold. Yeah, anyways. So these guys I'm going to leave out because they need everything. Actually, I need to go ahead and paint them. The bolt metal since I have it out at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead and paint the bolt metal stuff. I don't know about this music thing on my streaming computer. I might stop it. I might just do my own personal, and then everyone else can stream their own music. Okay. Alright, get that little bit there. And then get the gun. Painted bolt metal as well. Okay. Oop, the inside. Okay. Then we do the backpack and the inside backpack first, so don't forget. Alright. Okay. Yes. I think all this bolt metal is in fact done. Let's get with this guy now. Oh yeah, I did his bolt metal already too. Although I think I was running out because I can clearly see that I didn't quite do all of it. There we go. Alright, he is actually done. This one is not at all. So he's going to paint this up. Okay, backpack time, I believe. I think I got that line. I did. I got that. Okay, backpack time. Inside backpack first. Alright. Alright, he is done. Next model. Hey, what's up? Do you hear the music? Is it too loud? And how do I sound? I'm using a headset. I don't know about playing this music on this channel though. Kind of felt bad that I was the only one listening to music. Okay, that's good. The line is good. Was Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Well, I guess that works. I guess it's only me then. That'll work. Oh, let me see. Oh, what's up? It's kinda, oh, a lot of modeling people here. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I believe this one. Mm, maybe not that one. Um, oh, that is the right one. Oh, maybe there. Hello, jeez. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh God, I painted my drink. There we go. I am by no means professional, but I'm a professional. A professional at nothing. You guys having this craft corner and all that more. Oh, okay. Holy jeez. Y'all know each other, I guess. Oh. Ah, okay. I see. I gotcha. I gotcha. So right now I'm just trying to do like one paint at a time. That way all the models, I don't have to keep adding or losing paint or anything like that. Trying to get one paint completed at least per day. That way it's progress. So right now it's the bolt metal on backpacks and anything else that I see I need bolt metal on as well. I gotcha. Hmm. So do y'all do like custom stuff or just painting, like kit bashing or crafting things from like green stuff or plastic cards? Ah, yeah. Oh shit, y'all! If y'all stream, I wouldn't mind watching sometimes. Because I mean, I'm sure I'll learn a trick or two for sure. Now, whether I can implement it, that's a different story. But I don't know if YouTube will allow links or anything, but I guess I could click on y'all's name and go to the channel directly there. I'm assuming it's y'all's names. I was one of those folks who paint the miniatures but doesn't. Oh, no. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the best I can, how to say, the best I can do is really watch. I mean, I don't know when y'all stream, so, but if I can watch it, I definitely will, because I definitely like to learn some things for sure. Alright, I think this guy is done with the bolt metal. And mind you, my paint technique, if it's good enough, it's good enough. Low standard. I do any style of crafting, brick kits, 3D metal. Wow. Diamond art? Oh my, diamond art? What's diamond art? Make it sound so fancy. Alright, I think we got 3 more models to paint with bolt metal. Looks like I'm kind of running low. I don't know, is the music too loud or you still can't hear it? Yeah, I did turn it up a little bit. It's just dots. Huh. Ah, I see. Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. I think I've seen some videos about it. It's pretty interesting. That's kind of tough. Uh, Mine is thin down the paint and if it and just splash, just throw as much paint on the models as possible. That's my technique, and it turns out pretty good actually, for me anyway. So again, I look at this guy because let me see if I can. So you can kind of see like the paint's like not complete. It's that like solid paint all over. So it's like to me it looks like it's shimmering, kinda, because it's like lighter, darker paint in certain areas, not complete kind of deal. I just need to finish up his eyes, even though I already varnished the guy. But yeah, the light's a little too bright. It's kind of hard to see the, oops, my bad. Yeah, I don't know how I can do the light where it makes it look decent. But, yeah, anyways. If you're free on Sunday, come watch us over at Connie stream. I, I work. Actually, I work that day, but again, I could still watch from my job, and that's what I mostly, most likely, more than likely, would be doing. So he streams on Sunday. I can't say I can watch the whole time, but I can definitely watch some at the very least. Especially during breaks. Don't have too much content that's wearing you as well. You can click on name. Okay, cool. I'll definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, you know, just gotta start and be consistent. That's all it really is. I don't know how many people really like watch art stuff and stuff. Streams from about midday Carolina time. Ah, okay, Eastern Standard Time? Midday till late. I can start watching roughly around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually when all my bosses leave and about when I take my first break. So if it's on Sundays, I'll try to remember. Depends again on how busy the work gets, but I definitely want to check it out. That's the link. Gotcha. So yeah, I don't really do too much modeling per se. I mean, I guess outside of the typical modeling, like I would love to try to do some extra stuff, but I am not that talented. And but I do want to do certain things with this model. Like I bought some air drying clay, and I'll put, I guess, them walking through snow and stuff. So that's my thing that I want to try to do. And another thing that I want to do too is actually maybe add snow to their armor. I just don't know how that will work. Like I had Beastmen. I wanted to do Beastmen, and I wanted to do like snow on their chest and body and stuff. But most people are saying it's like, well, you know, it melts. Yeah, it does. But if it's heavy snow, you know, especially on fur, it doesn't melt right away. There's an insulation layer. And especially if it's heavy, it's constantly being replaced. So that's the one thing I want to try to do. But these are not beasts. We may suggest how varied the audience is of kind of stream. All sorts of... I do Warhammer Wednesday streams at 2 p.m. UK. Oh yeah, well I'll click on y'all's name. I'll definitely check it out. Like I'm not very knowledgeable in streaming either, other than just hit stream and start stream. Other than that, you know, I don't really want to go into it too deep because I don't know how popular this stream will get. Plus, you know, I definitely going to be painting hopefully a lot because I want to do Infinity the models. Hold on, let me get this guy painted. Because I'm redoing my Tau a little bit, so I have to kind of strip the paint off them. And of course, you're going to still be buying new models. And then, excuse me, sorry. And then obviously there's other games, so here's a model I 3D printed. It's it's made out of gummy bears. It's made out of clear resin. Ooh. And my custom made base for it. And Infinity, you have facings. So you see this little indents right there and over here indicates this is the front and this is this 180 degree facing. So facing does matter in Infinity, but the problem is that as you can see, if you stand it up, if there's a wall here, you can't touch the wall because of the gun. But this is their actual base size though. So yeah, so I plan on painting Infinity models as well, 3D printing some models like some, I don't have any right on me I don't think. I do kind of have one over here. So test paint this model. If it will focus. There we go. Again, just a pretty neat little model. Again, Infinity. You can use it for Infinity or whatever. But yeah. pretty cool looking model whenever I saw it on the website. Um, I'll send you a 3D printer. Which kind of 3D printing though? There's FDM and resin printing, and I can give you some hints because I'm still a newbie at it, but I have learned some things that hopefully I can pass down to you guys, so it'll hopefully spare you some suffering. Oh, let me click on that link too, by the way, real quick before I forget. There we go. Ah, there we go. I hit subscribe. Actually, I subscribe. That way I don't forget. Ooh, dang, that looks cool. I saw the wooden mechanical Ferris wheel. Then I see the steam pack marine coon cat. That Ferris wheel looks really cool and complicated. Ah. So I don't know how long you've been doing it. I'll say here's the few things that I learned about resin printing. You want to have a plastic scraper, and what you want to do after every printing, again, you don't have to do this. Consider my advice. You have to research and don't believe me because I'd rather you. I don't want to be responsible for whatever, but this is what I do. So I scrape the bottom anytime I print, and what that does is I scrape along the side softly. I do it back and forth until I'm done. That's just to feel the bottom to see if nothing got stuck to the FEP sheet. You know, if you ever failed print, you want to make sure, or even if you think you printed fine, there could be a failed print that got stuck to the bottom. You just don't know it. So that little scraping, if you bump something, you know you have to clean out the vat. I don't know if you clean out all the time or not. I don't. Next thing is obviously wear gloves, mask, and eye protection. Next thing to learn is I like using transparent resin because you can see all the way to the bottom. So if there's anything floating in it, if there's anything stuck, you can literally use a flashlight and angle it. Like if this is the resin, I'll shine it sideways so that whenever it flashlights something, it'll have a shadow. So that's another easy way to see if there's anything in there. Just rubber gloves, fingers to check the tank. But yeah, if you angle the light and you kind of move it around, if there's anything solid, it'll cast a shadow. So that's another way of checking for help. But this clear resin, it's so hard to see if there's anything there. So I use like clear. I don't know if I have any clear greens on me. I do not. I spray painted it all, but not like clear transparent, but like transparent green, maybe transparent whatever other color. It tends to cast shadows a lot better than clear. So clear is something that if you get that, you have to be careful with. Excuse me. You have to be careful with because it's literally clear and it's very difficult for it to cast shadows. The green ones tend to be easy for me because I've experience with that one. I went with clear just because it's transparent too. I assumed it worked the same, but it didn't. Oop, I need to keep painting. So yeah, I don't know if those techniques will help you out or not, but you know, it definitely helped me out. It made cleaning, not having to always remove the resin to make sure there's no stuff inside. What's that the paint? He's done. He is not. He is not. And this guy is done. Okay, so 2 more models. So yeah, if you have like opaque resin, well, if you have anything floating in it, that's going to be very hard to see, especially if it's floating on the bottom or not on the top. And that's when you really have to pay attention to your prints and make sure that it all printed correctly. I love the look of that clear resin. Yeah, actually, there is. I use Anycubic. There is a high clear resin. I will say this: that resin will yellow when you cure it, if you cure it for too long. So, if you're really, I don't know if the high clear resin cures better. Like, it can cure for a lot longer and not turn yellow. Because this is just clear resin, and if you cook it for too long, it'll turn yellow. And I'm gonna paint it, so I don't really care. But sometimes I don't cook it for long enough, and that's great because it looks amazing clear. You're absolutely right on that one. I have a player that plays Infinity, and he doesn't like painting. He plays an army called the Steel Legion. But I tell him, like, no, they're not the Steel Legion, they're the Pewter Legion because they're all made of pewter and they're all colored pewter because he didn't base coat them. And yeah, have an idea from the to print and plan on using clear green for that. Ah. But anyways, I was gonna 3D print an entire Infinity army and call it the Clear Legion. Because it all would be clear resin. Or the yellowing region, just because they're gonna yellow eventually anyway. So you do have the clear green resin. Much easier to see if there's anything floating in it, so you don't have to empty out the vat every single time. Alright, he does have something in his arm. I think I need to paint that. Gunmetal for now. I think right here. And right there, I guess. I found the other day and knocked a plastic. Yeah, please don't eat the resin. As a matter of fact, I did have like the green ones printed, and everyone's like, and I was eating actually not gummy bears, but like just gummy food or snow. But yeah, they were like, are you eating your models? It's like, who knows? You want to try something? Ooh, and I'll say, what kind of 3D printer do you have? I'd say when you try to print and there's something in there, you'll crack the screen of your 3D printer, because oop, did I paint that that when the build plate comes down, it literally goes up against the screen, and that's something that I always fear. That when you 3D print, boom, there goes the screen. You have to pay for a new one. As a matter of fact, I have two resin printers, and but I only use one of them. I have the Anycubic M5S. I absolutely love it because it auto levels the bed all the time, and I don't have to do that. And I think the screen actually goes down, or levels, the screen levels itself, I think, while the head doesn't. So the great thing about that, if there's anything in the I believe if there's anything in the vat, that if the screen pushes down and there's something in there, the screen will move down a little bit, so hopefully reducing the risk of a screen break. Again, I don't know that for sure though, but it seems like it. Saturn 3 Ultra. I'm not familiar with. That's Elegoo. I have a few Elegoo 3D printers. You should have a replacement screen as part of your consumable supply. Ah, I don't know. You're not wrong, but you are not wrong on that one. But I hope I never ever have to do that. So far, I haven't broken a screen yet. Okay. But my FDM printers though, the filament ones. Oh god, the print head it gets stuck and it'll bubble up, and then I'm just too lazy to repair it. I have replacement for it, but oh god, I hate that. That is done. That is done. This is not done. Why did I think this was done? And this is not done. What am I doing? Oh, let's see. Shoot. Same here, man. I will say the auto leveling part of just resin printers is so worth it. I mean, I don't know how often you have to really level those things, but just not having to worry about that is amazing. I have two FDM printers, which is the filament ones. Both of them had that same thing where it just bubbled up at the print head, and I haven't had a chance to replace it. But I ordered another one. It's the new Anycubic one, which is supposed to detect that if it's failing to come out the head, it'll stop. It has auto leveling on everything. Uh, the recent one I had auto leveling, but not on the Z axis. So you still have to level the Z axis, which I thought it would auto level that, but it didn't. This new one is supposed to have auto leveling everything, so you can start printing right off the bat. Screens don't usually break; they only burn out. It's covering over to protect it. Again, replacing glass should be part of your consumable. Yeah, and one thing I say I like is the fact that they have also a plastic screen protector that if there's any resins that so happen to come out, it'll hopefully protect your protect it from going in the cracks. Okay, this guy is done on that part. All right, all right. Wait, gotta remember that I do the backpack. Man, I am slipping up today. Plus, only stream for also I only stream for about an hour too, roughly an hour, maybe a little bit longer, because I always have to get up early. All right, okay. He is done. Let me double check everyone to make sure everyone has at least gun metal painted on them. Yep, he is done. He is done. Oops. Oh, maybe not quite. So, like, how lazy of a painter am I? That's supposed to be black, but I'm going to paint it gunmetal just because it's close enough. Friend has got his first filament printer and he is in the process of doing his first print. Filament printer, the good thing about that is that there's no real cleanup. It's so, you don't have to worry about, chemicals when you touch it. But I will say this, I'm assuming when you print with the FDM printer, there's still, the filament's still going into the air because whenever I look at my prints, there's always this black residue or whatever the filament color is, residue on it. Cheese salads, sardines, caramel donuts for dessert, dang. So I'd say you definitely want like an air purifier with your resin printer and your FDM printer. So the music is good, not loud at all. Can you even hear it? I'm trying to make sure. Oh, why am I thinking I'm done? Good lord. Not distracting, but just there in the background. Gotcha, thank you for letting me know. Is it just like something in the background, or is it pretty pronounced in terms of like equal to my voice, I guess? Because I have no idea. I guess I should watch my stream and find that out. give me some views on myself. Okay, okay. Oh, so I did play today with my Space Marines. Let me swoop. Messed that paint up, but it's good enough. It's fine. It's fine. Make a happy mistakes. Or I think that's what a famous artist would say. It's like Okay, that's cool. That's good enough. I like dance music. Just get your energy going, you know. All right. Okay. I think he is officially done. So I played today against a Kroot detachment. Um, I will say I had Desolation Squad with a Lieutenant. Normally is what I run it with. I guess y'all even play. What am I saying this then? Anyways, I end up winning on turn 2 roughly because I wiped out a massive amount of his squads, and he kind of had bad luck with his rolls. Bob Ross, we don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents. That's there you go. We make happy accidents. All right. Oh, oh, good lord. Oh, that is so bright. Uh, so fluorescent red. I figure this is a cheat way of doing like glows and stuff, but it doesn't always work out. It looks orange on the screen, but it's actually looks fluorescent red. What else do I want to do? There's something I was missing with this guy. I think it's the... Oh yeah, the gold on the guns, that's right. I'm mostly done with everything. I think I have to redo gold because I need to put gold on their shoulder pads here. And then probably reapply some gold on this. But it looks fine, honestly, but just any kind of patch-up work that I gotta do. Then the main thing is the eyes. I'm gonna have to get a finer brush. Let's see. Probably like that. And paint white on the eyes and then go over with fluorescent. Fluorescent red, I think. Or maybe even... I don't know if fluorescent will be good though. I need to... You know what? Let's try out the fluorescent on a model that has a... Alright, let's try fluorescent. Let's see what fluorescent looks like. See what that looks like on the screen. It looks red. Wow, that looks dark red on the screen there. So let's see. My God, if I didn't spray paint this white, y'all could actually see what I'm painting. It just looks like a white blur. This is not fine enough, but yeah, it doesn't look red. It is red enough. I wonder. Wow, I can't really see because it's base coated white. Oh, yeah. Wow. It's terrible. Yeah, not really fluorescent. Not too bad of a color, but it looks like, I don't know, like, I don't know what a color is, like a love red or something. Like not very red at all, it's like pink red. Let's try maybe, what can I do to darken it up a little bit? if I paint something underneath it, maybe red. Let's see. It's very, very red. Ooh, that's very nice. Or maybe I thin the red and let it do its job. It might give the same effect. And then it just touch up with white, probably. Okay, that red looks actually really good. Okay, that red looks really, really nice. So that's what I'm going to use on my, on these guys with their little crotch linen. Same thing with my Victory Scar as well. I'm going to do that too. I need to grab them out because I had to use them today for the game I played. Alright. Let's let that dry and then I'll apply some neon red on it. I'm thinking maybe again. You know what? I'm going to experiment on one of them. Cool. I'm going to thin this red. And then let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Hey man, take it easy, enjoy your work. Thanks for showing up. So that's a very dark red, but it is falling into the gaps. I probably need to highlight that white though. Right. Just having to wait for these things to dry takes forever. Oh, actually, what kind of filament printer did he get? Does it have the auto leveling stuff, or does he have to level it himself? I know most older ones you have to level it yourself, like with a thin piece of paper, and you have to let it come down, and you have to pull the paper. But the more recent ones, I think they have the auto leveling done, and that's what I wanted. Just my gosh. Alright. Manual. I mean, once you get it set, it'll print for a while, but I don't know. None of mine lasted long enough to see how long it printed before I had to calibrate it again. Because I'd do like a massive print that would take like 24 hours, and it just clogged up at the nozzle. I don't know what in the world caused that, but again, once I have time, I want to repair my FDM printers too. Ooh, that is... So that way at least I have other extra FDM printers just in case I want to print out multiple stuff. Well, it didn't exactly make it darker. Oh, these guys are green. You can see it on their butts. Oh well. Okay, so we're not the white or the clear resin, these are the green ones. streaming for about an hour. I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna paint for today. Actually, I'm gonna save the gold paint for tomorrow, which is just gonna double check all these models, paint these gold, and then after the gold, I'll probably be doing the red line on that little line right there, especially with the heavy intercessors, because one of them actually has that line as well. It's right there. So I think I'll save the gold and the red line for tomorrow. This test did not come out like I'd hope. Looks like the fluorescent red just, oh geez, the fluorescent red just overpowered the red underneath a little bit. I'll say with this one though, it looks interesting, I will say. It looks, yeah, there you go. So you can see that there's the red and then there's the light red to kind of white. It's not glowing. I'm not very good at the glowing effect. But I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, actually I'm gonna pause right here. Thanks. I'll definitely Sunday. I'll definitely have to check you guys out. I definitely want to watch and see what y'all talk about and do in there. Especially if you have some techniques that I could learn. Definitely want to learn them if I can. Try them out. Again, I also have my own painting technique. As you can, this is kind of it. Let's see. Yeah, it shows fairly decently. Let's do this. The shield especially, I guess. Where you can see what looks like edge highlighting, even though there's no edge highlighting done. But it works good for me, and I like it. Anyways, I'm going to pause right here, guys. Thanks for coming. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the